People who suffer from severe pain should be allowed to take cannabis. That's the call tonight from Norman Baker, the Liberal Democrat MP for Lewis and a Home Office Minister.
Well, at the moment, cannabis is categorised as a Class B drug, which means that you risk being prosecuted if you use it. Mr Baker is stressing that he wants to remove that risk for use in medicines, but not for people who choose to smoke it or inhale it recreationally. He points out that the drug is well known for easing the symptoms of multiple sclerosis and HIV/AIDS, as well as the side effects of chemotherapy. Our political reporter Ellie Price has been looking at the arguments.
So I've still got a few of the old drugs that I used to take, like the antidepressants and tramadol and stuff like that, but I don't really take those anymore.
Clark French was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 4 years ago. He says conventional medication doesn't help him, so he smokes cannabis illegally.
What do I do? You know, when it's my life, when it's in all of my existence, when I'm in pain, when I can't get out and I can't do anything, and then I use cannabis and it changes that. Who's wrong here, me or the law?
It's a similar story for Keiron, who uses the drug to deal with his epilepsy. And they're not alone. In fact, the pair have helped launch a community group.
There's people with diabetes, MS, epilepsy, cancer, and you know, they're all life-changing stories, how they've healed themselves through cannabis. We all have the same thing in common, I guess. We're just trying to live a better way of life.
Cannabis has been legalised in parts of the US, and although some synthetic versions of the drug are used medicinally here, campaigners say it could be used far more widely. You don't think it sends out a message, though, that cannabis isn't really that bad and can actually be, good for you?
I think it sends out a message, I hope, that the government is prepared to use a substance where it can help people who are ill, and we should be able to prepare to do that. And we shouldn't allow ancient prejudices from 40 years ago to get in the way of that. If someone's ill, we should help them, not make them criminals.
The Lewis MP knows the chances of his proposals getting the go-ahead are very slim. Today, a Home Office spokesman, the department for which he is a minister, told us the government had no plans to legalise cannabis or soften its approach to its use as a medicine. And many experts agree there can be harmful side effects.
Well, the dangers can range from hallucinations, from addiction, from fear, from developing anxiety. Once again, it's just very varied.
Campaigners want to change perceptions on this illegal drug. They accept changing the law will prove even more difficult. Ellie Price, BBC South East Today, Lewis.